What we are witnessing right now is more than a tank. This is a direct attack on every single Toronto Raptors fan. Anyone that's ever watched this team. Anyone that lives in the country of Canada. This is a direct attack on all of those people by the product out here on the basketball court. It is hurting our hearts. It is hurting our souls. We're having to watch Precious Achua come out and absolutely cook us on the other end. I'm stealing this animation from Knicks Digest because now they got the Precious propaganda going down there. We have to witness domination on the other end of things here at this point. This is a disgrace. And obviously we asked for this. You know, the tank has been ongoing. It's been a pursuit, but this is more than a tank here now at this point. You know, and what's making it more than a tank, what's making it worse, is the Toronto Raptors didn't ask for this. They didn't purposely go in this direction. Like some of the teams this season have actively tried to nuke their roster, nuke their team. The Raptors tried to stay competitive. Yes, they dealt away two of their top sort of star players in OG and Pascal. But it's really the combination of injuries, players being away from the team, all of those types of things that are really facilitating what's going on out there on the basketball court here now at this point. So we're going to take a look at it. Also, I'm going to start off this video hoping the best for Agbaji. He had a scary looking knee injury in this game, or ankle, hip. I'm not sure what he ended up hitting, but it was an ugly sort of lower body sort of hit. So wishing him the best. Hopefully he has a quick, safe recovery. He's been one of the interesting pieces to watch to close this season, as I think he has a ton of potential. But again, sucks to see anyone go down with injury. But this season is just becoming more and more disastrous. Again, it's more than a tank. We have players on our team actively throwing games or throwing stats in order to make money on DraftKings, allegedly. We have our entire starting lineup out with injury, and now we are just getting slapped around by Deuce McBride. We are just absolutely getting cooked out here by the New York Knicks. And before I even talk about this game, because I just want to rant, I want to tirade on this video, because why react to this game? There are some positives. Again, I'll talk about some positives, but you know, currently in the tank, I had to pull the full screenshot of the website because for some reason, as someone that's never smoked a cigarette in their life, I'm getting Nicorette ads whenever I sort of go into this draft lottery, because the ads, Google AdSense says, oh, anyone that's checking this website enough is probably down pretty bad. But I got these crazy ads going on my screen, going on the screenshots of this draft lottery simulator. But the Raptors, as you can see, have lost 12 straight games. You know, it's even worse. We've lost basically 14 of our last 15. The Raptors just continue to rack up L's. To bad teams, to good teams. The Knicks are a great team, but this is a just 30-plus point massacre. And the unfortunate thing is, because again, when you're tanking, you want to take away some positives. And I do the best I can on these videos to not trash on our guys. Again, everyone's going to be bashing on this team, roasting things that are going on. I don't see the point. This is just the direction of the team. We're looking for positives. We're looking for players that are going to be around for the future and stuff like that. And Grady Dick was a positive in this game here tonight, but that's it. That's really the only... Garrett Temple, you know, young prospect Garrett Temple. You know, the up-and-comer. The future of the Toronto Raptors, Garrett Temple. Out here cooking for this Raptors team. I mean, we can look at the stats. Grady Dick had 23 points in this one. Not much else in the stat line, but hit his threes, you know, hitting some shots around the court. And again, Garrett Temple, love to see it. You know, hit 3 threes as well, 15 points. I joke, I make memes about Garrett Temple because obviously he's like 38 years old. But, I mean, I like Garrett Temple on this roster. He's an easy guy to root for. I like him in the locker room. He said this has been the strangest, most craziest season he's been a part of in his NBA career. And he's been in the league for feels like 2 decades. So that's kind of a crazy thing to witness. But it makes sense as fans of this team sort of watching what's going on. But the Raptors right now are losing games. And again, I had to address this because I half satirically, I half jokingly, I think it was after the Detroit Pistons lost, if I'm not mistaken. Not the Pelicans. I forget which loss it was against. Again, we beat the Hornets. It might have been the Blazers. It might have been that Blazers loss. But I posted this poll. I said, will the Raptors win another game this season? Again, 73% said yes. 27% said no. And as you can see in the poll, I voted no. Again, was I joking? Maybe. Was this a little wild sort of community post here at this point? Whatever. But since that point, again, we can look at it. The Raptors continue to rack up L's to some of the league's worst teams, on top of some good teams as well. But some really bad, some really unfortunate W's, even, for the tank. So I guess it's positive or whatever route you want to go about it with. But, I mean, the schedule doesn't look great to close out this season. I mean, the rate we're going at, are we beating the Sixers, the Lakers, the Timberwolves, the Bucks? I mean, maybe we could sneak a win against the Wizards, but they've won a couple games down the stretch. I mean, I would like to beat the Pacers because I want their draft pick to get a bit lower. I mean, the Nets have been bad, and the Heat are going to be jockeying for position to close out that season. I mean, are we going to win the rest of the year? Am I going to be right on this poll? I got a little smack talk in the comments. Why you even posting this, Ben? We got so many games left, all that type of stuff. We're going for that Pistons record. That's the route now to close out this season. This tank is in hyperdrive, and it's not even on purpose. We just have so many injuries, so many players out. Now, if IQ and RJ Barrett come back, I think we'll get a win probably, but this product out there on the basketball court is rough. I mean, we got cooked by the New York Knicks in this game. Like, Deuce McBride just absolutely dominated us. Jalen Brunson had his way. I mean, the Raptors just didn't guard the three-point line. They looked lazy. They looked lethargic. Bojan Bogdanovic has been horrible for the Knicks, and he's been, frankly, he looked like, prime Clay out there knocking down threes in this game. I mean, what do we do? Some of these tanking games have been fun, the positives. So that's one way to sort of look at it. I mean, what was it? The Knicks. Oh my God, I can't believe this big old loss here. But some of these games have been fine. The collapse against the Wizards, thinking we were gonna win that was a bit of fun. But I want to take away some positives, and there just really isn't much to take away from with this. I mean, Olynyk still 13 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, cool. Gary 6 assists in this game, which is nice, but this was Agbaji obviously went down with injury. JFL 14 points. He's sneakily playing a little bit better lately. Grady Dick obviously got the 23 points, which is great to see. I joked about Garrett Temple, but again, the bench is where the tank is really solidified. Kobe Simmons had a nice debut game for the Raptors. That's 6 assists in this game, but again, you need to be hitting your shots if you want that NBA roster spot. Jordan Nwora, probably his worst scoring game in a while, but still was 3 of 6 in the field, 7 points. Bruce Brown. Folks, I don't know how to put this. I don't know how to say this a different way, but we can talk about fumbles. We can talk about mistakes from Masai Ujiri. But unless he can craft some magic, unless we're out here saying Masai Ujiri cooked on draft night, the fact that he declined a first-round pick for Bruce Brown, even if we had to take Fournier's contract, because apparently he was coming from the Knicks. I don't know if there's any Knicks fans watching this video, but y'all dodged a bullet. Or at least maybe he would have been good for the Knicks, but whew! The fact that we could have got a first for Bruce Brown, this man is, again, really likable guy. A guy that I'm rooting for as a Toronto Raptors fan, but that's a mistake. That's the biggest mistake of this year. Not getting a first-round pick for Bruce Brown after the second half of the season he's been having, I don't know. I'm praying some team is willing to accept him at this point, but that's sort of where we're at along those lines. I mean, the rest of the roster, McDaniels, 4 points, 2 of 7. Not much expectations there. Mohamed Uke, 1 of 4 from the field, 2 points, 2 turnovers. Again, I'm hoping he turns it around for his own sake, because he seems like a likable dude again. The Raptors have some likable guys. I don't want to be out here just spouting negativity left, right, and center, but Mohamed Uke, man, I'm hoping a team picks you up. A professional team picks you up at some point, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough place to be in. Again, in the grand scheme of things, in the greater picture, this absolutely rocket ship that we have attached on the back of this tank right now, this supercharged tank, whatever this is, because it's more than a tank at this point. It's good for the Toronto Raptors. The thing I'm mad about most is the Blazers also on an 8-game losing streak. I mean, if the Blazers could just win 4 games, to close their season, we'd catch them. But Nah, Portland has to get some dubs. Absolutely whack to me. But it is what it is. I'm still fine. Hurts my soul again. Precious Achiuwa absolutely cooked us in this game too. Had 19 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 3 assists. We all knew the potential was there for Precious Achiuwa, but it wasn't going to work out with the Raptors. Maybe it would have. Maybe we should have kept Precious. I don't know what his trade value. I don't know if we really needed him. Because again, we got IQ, we got RJ Barrett. I'm happy with that trade. But could we have thrown in a Boucher instead of Precious? Again, contract stuff may have made it tough. All that type of things. Could we have thrown a Bruce Brown instead of Precious and got a first-round pick? I guess that was after the fact, so that wouldn't retract that statement. But I don't know. Shout out to Precious. I'll drum up the problem. I'm a one. You guys have us make it far. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I'm signing off. Cheers.